Hello and welcome once again to Shelf Life Book Reviews Online. Thank you once again for taking the time to watch my online book review videos. Hopefully they are informative, and when you go to the bookstore they help you when you make your book purchases. As always, I'm bringing to your attention two very highly recommended books. These are fiction titles, and when you go out to the store you should really seriously consider these. The first one is called Ghosts by Dolly, Alderton. This is published by Doubleday Canada, and it retails for $23.95. Anyone who's ever tried to date online might be able to identify with this book. It is about dating and people who don't date anymore. Ghosts refers to the topic of ghosting, where someone is in touch with them and then suddenly they vanish from their lives as if they've disappeared totally. So that is what befalls the character of Nina Dean, who is about to celebrate her 32nd birthday. She's a food columnist and she's very successful. She's had relationships that have gone nowhere, and she's almost seems ready to give up. But her good friend Lola decides that for her 32nd birthday she should join the online group called Links Online. That's Linx. So she goes along with it and she gets a lot of replies, in fact more than she thought she was going to get. And then one person stands out. His name is Max, and the two meet and they hit it off very well. They have a lot in common. They're compatible. She thinks he's a decent guy, and it seems life is about ready to change. And they go out for quite some time, and then suddenly she sends him a email or a online message, and he doesn't respond. She calls him, no answer, doesn't respond. So this goes on for quite some time until suddenly she figures that he has ghosted her, and she's very upset. She wants to find out what happened. Maybe he died. Why was someone who she thought she was so compatible with would suddenly just vanish is very confusing. But she has other issues in life too at the time. Her father is suffering from early stages of dementia, and she has to deal with that because her mother really wants nothing to do with it. She's almost in denial. So it's basically Nina who has to help her father out. There's times when he is recognizes her, and sometimes when he's very confused. So along with that, she has a best friend, Catherine, who she talks to quite a bit. She meets with her, and then Catherine suddenly, they have a falling out, and Catherine leaves. So it's almost like she's alone except for her father. And so it's a very interesting tale. Max does come back into her life, and he says, oh, he just couldn't handle it. It was just too much too soon and all this. And so she accepts that. And then guess what? Max goes again. So it's an interesting story, and anyone who's ever had similar experiences will certainly be able to identify with this. And the book is really quite eye-opening in many ways. It tells about relationships, good relationships that are bad, and life in general, where you think things are going along smoothly and then you hit a speed bump. So Ghosts, give this book a ghost of a chance. If you're at your store and you see it, pick it up, because it is interesting reading, especially, like I said, for those who can identify with Nina and her experiences. The second book of interest this week is called The HEX by Erin Sterling. This is published by William Morrow, and it retails for $19.99. The HEX is, it's sort of, I guess you could say it's geared toward younger readers, though you don't have to be young to appreciate it. I think people from all ages can appreciate this book. It's got a touch of the supernatural, hence the title, The HEX. It revolves around Vivian Jones, who had a boyfriend called Rise Penhallow. They are witches, and he's a witch too, and his father really wanted Rise to be with someone else. So the relationship ends. Now, after Vivian has too much vodka and she just starts thinking about it, she doesn't really like what's happened. Now, her cousin Gwen says, why don't you put a spell on him? So she decides in some sort of drunken or just, let's do it. She puts a spell on him. Now, she thinks it's only going to last for one day and he might have a bad hair day or he might wake up with a headache or something, and that'll be it. So he leaves. Now, nearly 10 years later, he returns to the town for the fall festival. The town is called Glen Graves in Georgia. And so he comes back in. And the second he comes back in, he finds that the spell hits him really hard. And weird things begin to happen in the town that no one had ever expected. He was coming to work on the ley lines, and it takes some supernatural craftiness to help them work efficiently. So once he comes, well, like I said, weird things happen. There are killer wind-up toys like skulls that become murderous. There are ghosts that return and start to haunt people. And there's even a talking cat that has a few strange opinions. So the book is I won't say it's a really serious book. It's a mystery. It's got thrills, but it's got a lot of laughs too. And the longer that Vivian and Rise try to fight their feelings, and he tries to forgive her for what happened in the past, the closer they get. So it is a book where they have to work together to save the town because everything is going crazy at the same time with the toys, the ghosts, and they have to save Glen Graves, Georgia, or else a horrible fate will befall it. So the HEX really puts a spell on you while you're reading it, and you can't put it down. So it's another highly recommended book this time out. So those are the two books I wanted to draw to your attention, Ghosts and the HEX. So hopefully when you're at your bookstore, you will add them to your list. And please let me know if you agree with my reviews. And I thank you again for watching. Please continue to watch my future videos. I hope you will like them and subscribe to my page on YouTube. So once again, I say good day. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay sane, stay social distancing, and do stay in touch. See you real soon, or I'll put a HEX on you. Bye for now.